Hi, this is Rajkumar Pal, and in today's video, I'm going to share my perspective and my point of view on the setting intention, or I can say that the why we should live with our intention, and what is the four basic step to set the intention, and what is the impact of that intention if we go intentionally rather than go randomness or autopilot way, or I can say that go by the reflexive or the reactive manner. And third thing is that, and after getting the effect of intention, how we can maintain to follow through on those intention on everyday basis. So right from the beginning, first of all, I would like to say on the what is the intention, because on our day-to-day life we are following the set of routines, a set of behaviors and a set of action which is directly responsible to our day-to-day activities, right from the waking up in the morning and thinking about our job or our business and doing some basic thing, and once we come back to the job and we again go fall back on the randomness or the zigzag activities or task. So instead of going through directly on the basis of randomly what's coming in our mind, what's the things need to be or ought to be do or should, what should be to do, or and not making the note of that or not getting reflection of that, then it will not lead us to the our destiny or our achievement, or we can say the timeline or our the milestone. So how to set the intentional? It is always lot of research has been also shown that living by intention or living intensely, it create the path of joy, fulfillment, happiness and peace of mind. And if we not live intentionally and we go with the flow, it means that we are working on our set set rule of the set step of the automations, drifting away, going with the flow with whatever comes in our day, whatever come in our plate, we randomly focusing ourselves doing unnecessary things, and later we are regretting on that. And the second thing is, and we not making note of, not making conscious effort or the extra time on contemplating on that this randomness, where this randomness will lead us. So fast forward that, the second thing is that the first thing always is start with a reflection, no matter it is a single day or a week or month or whole year. If you try to do something good, or you try to build your life work based on the opportunity, or based on your curiosity, and you honing your curiosity, exploring your curiosity to the better good, because in the today's digital world, on the vastness and abundance of internet, there's a lot of opportunity where we can monetize and scale our skills, and we can create the thriving business from that, because out of 8 billion people, lot of people are waiting for us to solve their problem with our unique set of skill set. And so if we endeavoring this journey one by one, so, and if we are not following through our intention then this will lead us to the enormous errors and mistakes on doing things which is not, may or may not be perfect, imperfections. It will lead us to overwhelm, sometimes it leads us to chronic procrastinations, sense of doubt, hollowness inside us, and come back or falling back to the our programmed cells of behaviors, action, our choice, and programmed cells of routines. We have to, we are making choices when repeatedly we are meeting with the same kind of people and interacting with the same kind of person, going to the same kind of places and living in the same kind of environment. And in order to live intentionally, we have to go back, we have to push past all these things which is running on an autonomous basis, whether it is our waking up routine, or doing the work routine or the come back to the home and following through the randomness. So by starting with the reflection, we have to ask a set of questions that what what had been already achieved, which I have decided to achieve in the progression of the previous year, and if there is no tangible result, then we have to look into that. And what is the goals or projects or the opportunities I try to ride through, and if it is not happen though, then we have to must take a note on that. Or third question is that whether I am going again with the grind of previous years or the previous unfinished goal or unfinished projects, then it is a question mark, it is the end point, we have to stop there. And the second thing is that write down this intention. If we everything we try to figuring out or try to emulate in the our head or mind itself, then it will not make sense on a ground level that whether it is achievable or doable or in our control or not, because it will also remind us to, because the once we start writing it, if we write it down in somewhere, it will keep us reminding that this is the thing you have set yourself, and if you are not doing accordingly and we are not changing your character behaviors and values accordingly to that set intention, then it will not going to make us fulfilled anyway. And for that weapon we have to create the conditions, we have to create our conducive environment, and we have to set boundaries in order to execute those milestone or execute those resolutions. Because once the year end is coming nearby, and we set lot of resolution that I want to start exercise, I want to lose my weight, I want to make money, I want to start my side hustle, I want to take a new course or the new degree certification course, I want to change the job or whatever it may be. But once the year is starting by with a lot of enthusiasm and energy and excitement with the hit of dopamine, we start doing the things which is making us fulfill that goals. But initially after few days we'll come back to the initial randomness, and we again fall back to the old self. so why even why even though there is a good condition or the good intentions we have and we are not making follow through, is because we are not measuring it, we have no a real feedback on a real time from the person who has already gone through this path, and we judging ourselves with our action, with our prepared self of uh, belief or the understanding or comprehension of the intention. For setting boundaries or creating condition, we have to learn the art of saying no, because this is the one thing that most people who are like executive or a CEO or a entrepreneur or a businessman who deal with a big team or bigger financial capitals, then those peoples are always focusing on the saying no. If we allowing everything, if anything's come in our plate, and if we allow ourselves to respond, react, act, or receive everything from other directions from our environment, whether it is our work, business, personal thing, and if we are not setting boundary, not saying no to, then this will going to lead us nowhere, and it was only left us with the sense of regret, sense of guilt, and we start beating ourselves up, and it will lead to the sometime burnout. And if the prolonged exposure of not saying no to the anything will create the entropy in our thought process, and lot of bias and polarity and duality is going to make us confused, and our thinking is become scattered, because we cannot answer or accept everything coming through in our way. So we have to segregate, we have to filter out the randomness which is not necessarily not aligned with our aspirational goals or the milestone. So this is the fourth step, where this is first thing, start with reflection and writing down the intention. Third thing, creating conditions and choices to make intention possible and probable within the time frame of our timeline, and set and give yourself boundary by clearly asking to and announcing to the people, place, or our seniors, and making follow through that. We have to make a dashboard or tracking systems and measuring, and we have to make a way to how we can track them and how we can get a feedback, and based on that feedback we can iterate again and again, and make sense of that we are moving forward and creating some momentum. So this is all about intention. So instead of going randomness or the go with the flow whatever it's coming in our way, and by breaking it by setting the intention for intentions, by writing down and making stick to everywhere in our environment where we are working on that, so it is act as a trigger or the antenna to looking for and work on that. So this is all about setting intention and following through. Thanks.